Today is Black Moon Lilith, and apparently it's this particular astrology is equal to 2 new moons in one. So immediately I feel that's a double fresh start energy, because 2 new moons in one is like new moon, new energy. And I just realized I've plotted this without having anything too secured at the end. It's been a chaotic Christmas, but I'm having fun. How about you? How's your Christmas been? Let me just do something here with this. So, Black Moon Lilith is all about the shadow. I'm not going to keep it like that, okay? I know my hair is still drying, it's still damp. It's fluffy. Black Moon Lilith is asking us to go within to the shadows, the shadow self. And before we wrap up the calendar year, you know, I've said since I was a teenager, my new year is the Celtic New Year, because I'm Irish, and that would be Halloween. I'd also feel it again in when March finishes up, going into April, spring. I tend to follow nature and the energies and the seasons over social structures and constructs. But I do think it's interesting how we have this black moon asking us to look at the divine feminine within. Lilith is very much the dark divine feminine, and she is here asking us to look at any leftover shadows, anything that's karmically distracting us, challenges that has come up, especially in 2024, because I think 2024 was challenging for a lot of people. If you've just gone through a shakeup, you're going to be moving into calmer waters. It's suggesting that you've done a lot of the work and you're finding by January there'll be a more stabilized energy. Then there's the other group that tastes funny. They're moving more into a shake-up with this black moon. So it depends on where you are on your journey and what work you've done and how much integration and embodiment you've been able to access in the last few months. I think for those who connect to the channeled messages I received, November began a lot of internal work, inner child stuff, and I'm feeling now the stabilizing energy of January calling and approaching, which is wonderful. Other people, this black moon will highlight things that need to be addressed, and if there was anything swept under the rug, the divine dark feminine Lilith is going to highlight that, and she's going to bring it up to the surface so that you can forgive, heal, and expand your consciousness from those challenges. This is a very potent moon, lunar energy. it's kind of crept up on us because December was quiet, and I suppose on the surface it could have been deceptively calm, even though I said in my energy report for December, don't be fooled by that there was a lot going on under the surface, kind of like the duck on the water, floating downstream, but actually the legs underneath the water are kicking away and making things move. So like in winter where the soil, there's seeds that are sprouting and taking root under the soil, you can't see that on the surface. It looks like nothing's happening, but actually underneath there's a lot happening. So I just wanted to share this very quick message about the Black Moon Lilith. Please honor the divine feminine within you, regardless of your gender. We all have a dark divine feminine and masculine within. And Lilith is the truth teller. She is the shadow keeper, and she was punished for telling the truth. She was banished and ridiculed, and this might bring up these themes where maybe in your family you've been the scapegoat, but you're the truth teller. You're somebody who sees the patterns and sees the wounds of your ancestors, and maybe you got some flack for that. Maybe you got some shame or guilt or other negative energy projected onto you because you didn't just keep stum and say nothing. You actually wanted to heal and address your family or your organization or your society's blocks and obstacles, because you want to heal and you want to contribute to that. Well, this is a beautiful time for the truth to radiate out of the shadows. And if you're feeling strange, if you're feeling challenged, if you're feeling tired and drained, it can be because you are integrating the shadow self. Now, the shadow needs to be brought into the light, okay? It needs to be embraced and loved. So loving those parts of yourself, and even if your family still don't respect the fact that you're a truth seeker and you're just trying to create cohesion in your family, it's important that you give yourself now what you didn't get as a child, or what you are not getting from society or the structures in place like family, tribe, organizations. Maybe you're in a club, maybe you're part of a group and you feel like you're calling out the truth and people are not respecting that. Give that honor and respect to yourself. The light in me recognizes the light in you. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy calendar New Year. Happy holiday. Happy whatever it is that you celebrate at this time. Thank you for sharing these etheric spaces with me here on YouTube. Namaste.